Hey y'all, we are gonna do a crock pot meal for supper tonight, and I have some pork chops I took out. They were in our freezer, and we're just gonna do a very simple crock pot ranch pork chops. So all you're gonna need is a blah 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 blah. I can't speak. All you're gonna need is a package of the ranch like dressing mix. I just have the Dollar General brand, and it's fine. It's fine, y'all. And then I have a can of cream of chicken soup. But I don't want to just put those in there plain. I want to kind of spice them up a little bit. So I'm using this Kinder's blackened seasoning. And I'm just going to sprinkle the pork chops with some of this. Just to give it a little something, you know. And I know some people don't like using the cream of whatever soups in crock pot meals, but today I just wanted to do something kind of easy and use these pork chops up. I actually was going to make them on Saturday, and we decided just to do spaghetti, and so I needed to cook these before, you know, they go bad. They were in the refrigerator. They're fine, but you know. So I did both sides of those and forgot to do the other side of these, so I'm just going to throw some seasoning on those. And I've got, I think, 6 pork chops here, so. And next I'm going to take my cream of chicken soup, open that up, and we're just going to put it just over the top of the meat. I'm just going to kind of pour it in there. Like I said, this one is actually not anything real fancy. It's just really easy. I've actually never made this particular recipe, but I know I've done some similar. So I just thought we would do it tonight, so I could, like I said, get these used up. And I wasn't really feeling like doing it tonight, so I thought, why not do it in the crock pot? So supper tonight will be easy. I'm gonna go pick up a few groceries. I'm gonna try to find something, a good side too, that I'll probably try to show y'all. And then the next thing is to sprinkle this ranch dressing mix over, just over the top. And I wish now that I would have known, I should have done this in layers so the meat underneath it would get some. But here's what I'll do. I'll just kind of, I'm just gonna kind of stick some under there because, y'all, I don't always think ahead on what I should be doing. My husband says I always try to make things harder for my, like that. If you just seen what I just did. Make things harder for myself so that I have to clean up what I just splattered over there. But he's like, why do you have to always make things harder for yourself? I'm like, I don't know, because I don't think. And then why am I using my left hand? This is real life, y'all. I'm a hot mess half the time, but all we can do is just do our best. This is real life, you know. I don't come on here and say I'm a professional cook. I'm just showing y'all what we have. And honestly, to me, I would rather see someone, real life person, doing their meals than, you know, like a chef. I mean, I do like watching regular cooking shows. I used to love watching the Food Network, but now I watch YouTube because I would rather watch a normal everyday person doing their meals. And seeing, hey, I'm not the only one who maybe does things this way or that way, and give you inspiration that, hey, it's okay. We're all just trying to live life the best we can, do the best we can, feed our kids, and that's just all we can do. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is cover this up, and I'm gonna let this cook on low for 6 hours. And that's all we're gonna do. Okay, y'all, we're gonna check our pork chops and see. Oh yeah, I think these are gonna be good. I'm just gonna kind of toss them around a little bit. I mean, they're already, especially the ones down in there, they're, ooh, oh yeah, they're falling off the bone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let this kind of continue to cook a little bit while I mix up the next thing we're gonna make, which is some fried yellow squash. y'all, I have all of my squash cut up. You just saw me do that, or sliced up. I only got 2 squashes. Is that how you say it? You can also use zucchini, but anyway, since I only got 2 and this recipe calls for 4, I'm gonna half it. I'll have the original recipe down in the description box so you can check it out, but I'm gonna use half of everything that it called for. So I'm gonna start out with the milk, and I'm gonna add a 1/2 cup of milk to this bowl here. I think this will be big enough, or I sure hope it will. I think it will. So put a 1/2 cup of milk in there. We're also going to add in 1 egg. Like I said, halving everything. And we're gonna add in a couple of dashes of hot sauce. And I'm gonna use the Frank's Red Hot sauce. So we're gonna put a couple, I'll put 1 extra. And we're gonna whisk that up real good. Now we're gonna do the dry ingredients, which will be, we're gonna do 1 cup of flour, and then we're going to do a 1/2 cup of yellow cornmeal. We're gonna add a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, and then we're gonna add in about 1 teaspoon of salt, and I believe that is all that I need. In the meantime, I'm gonna come over here to, move y'all over here to my cast iron skillet, and we're going to use canola oil, which I do have. That's what they recommend using. They say it's really gives good flavor. And they were using 1.5 cups of oil. Actually, I'm going to use what's left of this, which is probably about 1 cup. I'm going to turn this on medium-high heat and let that start to warm up. Now I've got y'all back over here. So what we're going to do in this bowl here with the milk and the eggs is we're gonna go ahead and start adding in squash. I may not be able to fit all of it in, but we'll go ahead and add some in, and then try to get it coated in there. And then what we're gonna do, let's see, y'all know I'm always bad about not reading ahead. Okay. So I'm gonna let this, need to go ahead and mix up my dry ingredients. So I'm just gonna do that while we're waiting on our oil to warm up. Okay, y'all, my pan may be too hot. Actually, I'm gonna turn y'all around. I don't have a thermometer that's really made for grease, or oil, so I'm not really sure if, according to my meat thermometer, this pan is pretty hot, but I can't seem to get it to go down. So I'm hoping, since I've turned the heat down, that it's not gonna be too hot, because it says to do it around 350 to 375. So what, oops, I'm making a mess. I knew I shouldn't do this over here. Anyways, I'm trying to take this, all of my squash, I'm gonna start dredging it over here, and then we're gonna place it into the hot oil. Let's hope that I do it right and I don't mess up, so.
I'm out of reasons, I'm out of rhyme, but I'll only tell you that I'm out of time. I'm sick of love.
Let's see, I may start, oh, there, I was checking to see if I needed to flip any of them yet. I'm still learning, y'all. I know this sounds crazy. When it comes to frying stuff, I'm just not the best. I don't, like I said before, I don't claim to be a chef or a perfect cook. A lot of the times I'm learning right along with y'all on these recipes, so. But I really want to learn to make good fried squash because it's good, and I think my kids will like it. Okay, and I'm gonna start taking some of these out that look, you know, like this one. They got pretty dark, so I know one thing, they smell very good, so hope they taste as good as they smell. And I'm just removing these over to a plate lined with paper towels, just to kind of help get the grease off. So we're just gonna keep doing this until everything is browned. So I will come back and show y'all when it's all done. Okay, y'all, I got them done, and I have actually tried some, and they're not bad. I wish I would have put just a little bit more seasoning. I like more seasoning in my food, but I did put some salt on top of these, and I think they're pretty good. Not bad. Okay, there are the pork chops. I made some instant mashed potatoes. It's the sour cream and chives. And then this is just that steamable not mac and cheese, sorry. That is a steamable broccoli with cheddar sauce, but it was not very much in there. And then there, of course, is the fried okra. I'm not fried okra. The fried squash. Okay, bub.
Hi.
Hi. How do you like the food?
Yes.
You like it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Courtney, what about you?
The squash, I didn't think I'd like it. It doesn't have much flavor, but I like the fried taste. Mashed potatoes are good.
Texture.
The broccoli is pretty good. And this, it's good, but like there's quite a bit of fat.
Yeah, these pork chops were fattier than I thought.
No, they're okay.
All right, Adrian, how is the food? He already finished, and he went back for some mashed potatoes. How was it? Did you like the squash? No, not really. He tried it at least. Everybody tried it. So me and Courtney liked it the most. Bryce says that he doesn't like the texture, but it was pretty good. So, yep, that was an easy one.
I haven't even tried it.
Oh yeah, because I heard that having it with ranch might be good. So, yep. Okay, y'all, tonight we are making chicken fajitas. So I'm starting out with my skillet. I'm gonna put some vegetable oil, probably about a tablespoon. I'm gonna let that warm up, and then we're gonna add in, show you what I got over here. We're gonna add in I sliced up about half of an onion, around half of a bell pepper. And I'm doing something different. I'm using some poblano peppers that I also sliced up. So we're gonna warm all that up, and then we're gonna add that to the pan, and we're gonna cook this. Let me go ahead and add in everything. We'll throw in a little salt and pepper in here, just kind of. We're gonna let these kind of cook for a few minutes, and in the meantime, I'm gonna start getting my chicken ready. Hey, while I'm waiting on that, I want to show y'all this new tool that I got, this new kitchen tool. It is from the Kitchen Mama company. They're the same company that sent me my really cool electric can opener. This is an electric gravity salt and pepper mill. It is really cool looking. I mean, this is how it looks. I chose to get the kind of the teal color, and I'm going to use mine for pepper. So I have some of the whole black peppercorns we're going to put in there. And in a minute, when I put my chicken in there, I'm going to use some salt and pepper, and I'm going to use this. So we're going to put some pepper down in there. Put this on. And then in just a second, I'll show y'all how this works. But look at that. Isn't that so pretty, y'all? I mean, pretty. Okay. Now I'm gonna get a plate and remove all of this. I'm gonna put these on a plate for now. And then I'm gonna add in some, once I get all this out, I'm gonna add in another tablespoon of vegetable oil, and then we're gonna put our meat in here and start cooking it. And I bought a seasoning packet that I found in Walmart today that I thought would be kind of cool to try. So I will show that to you too. So let's add in some more of this. Just a tad bit more just to be sure. Now let's put the meat in. You're only supposed to put about half the meat. My bad. Let me take some of it out. That way we have a better chance of getting it done. Okay, we're going to add about half the meat at a time so that we can make sure we get it good and done. And I'm going to throw a little salt on them. Oh, that might be too much. And I want to try this. Let's see. So I just turn it over and it... There it goes. Look at that, y'all. That is cool. Didn't have to do nothing. You just did it for me. It smells. That black pepper. I love pepper. It smells so good. What we're going to use, I found this Frontera. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Fajitas skillet sauce with chipotle and lime. And it can be used for chicken or steak. So once I get this cooked, I'll take out this meat. We'll add in the other meat, get it cooked, and then we're going to put everything back in together and add the sauce and let it warm through, and then we'll have some really good fajitas, hopefully. So I'm going to go ahead and get this meat cooked up, and then I will be back. Okay, y'all, this chicken is done. I'm going to throw this chicken back in, and I'm going to throw in our peppers and onions, and then I'm going to pour this fajita seasoning right into here. Okay, y'all, sorry my battery died, but I poured in the fajita mix. And at this point, if you don't have this mix, you could make your own or do your own seasoning, whatever. But I'm just turning this down now. Just kind of let this simmer together for a few minutes while I warm up some tortillas. And I'm just going to do my tortillas. I'll show y'all what I always use. I have this little tortilla warmer. I just put some tortillas in there, stick them in the microwave for about 20 to 30 seconds, and it warms them up. I don't do that with corn tortillas. I always heat those up in a pan, but flour tortillas, I just do them that way, and they always seem to work out good. I did open up a can of refried beans, and I added in some salsa and warmed that up. And that's all we're going to have tonight, is just that, because Courtney doesn't really care for the rice, and I didn't really want to make it. So I will get everything else done, and then we will sit down and eat and let you know what we think. Hey Kiki, how do you like tonight's food?
I like the beans because, like, when I go to Mexican restaurants, I don't like Spanish rice, so I get beans. But not gonna lie, these are better than the Mexican.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
They are.
They're not?
They're to me. Hey, I'm not done.
Oh.
And the fajitas are good. I like the sauce.
It is. That sauce is good. And I don't know if I got a hold of something hot or whatever, but my mouth's hot. How do you like it, Bryce?
It's good.
You like that sauce that's in it too? It's like a lime
Adrian,
sauce.
don't eat it out of there.
I'll just grab one.
How do you like it, Adrian? Was it good? Good deal. Yes, very yummy. I think it's good. Y'all should buy that little packet of stuff and try it out.
It has like the sweet taste too, kind of to it.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Thank y'all for watching tonight. See you in a second. Hey y'all. Tonight I've got the cast iron skillet out again. I'm going to make some fried potatoes in this. I'm letting it heat up on medium. And I also have some brisket that we made last month that was in the freezer. And I've got part of it in the microwave. And I have it defrosting because we're going to heat it up. And you can either choose to make a sandwich out of it or just eat it like it is. And I was really craving fried potatoes, and I wanted to try them in my cast iron skillet. I think that's how my mama used to make them when I was a kid. I can't quite remember, but I think she did. So I'm going to attempt to make them, and I just thought I'd show y'all because I'm kind of on my little journey of learning how to use this cast iron skillet. So I thought I'd bring some of y'all along and show you what all I make. So we're going to let that heat up, and then I'm going to add some butter and oil to it. I'm going to add in a couple tablespoons of butter, and I'm going to let that kind of warm up. And if you hear myself in the background, it's because I posted a video just a little bit ago, a vlog. And so I was letting Courtney watch it, so I turned it on in there. So, yeah. And if you're wondering about that video, it'll be, of course, you can look on my channel under my videos, and you'll see this day in the life vlog. And I'm going to go ahead and add some olive oil. It's a little bit hotter than I expected it to be. I'm going to turn that down just a tad. Now I have, this is about 5, that splashed on my arm, y'all. Anyways, I have about 5 russet potatoes that I have diced up or cut up to kind of get those coated. And then I'm going to season them. And I showed y'all yesterday, and I'll show you again, my Kitchen Mama pepper grinder that I'm loving. So we're going to use it. Put some fresh ground pepper on here. This uses just AAA batteries, and I don't have to turn or anything. Look at that. It just does its business for me. And I want a lot. I think a lot of pepper. And then, of course, we want some salt. So, I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder. A little bit of onion powder. a little bit of thyme, not a lot, just a little bit. And just a little tad of cayenne, just to give it a little something. Okay. Just gonna kind of stir it just a tad, just to kind of get some of that seasoning around in there. And now I'm just gonna let this, I'm trying to get it all in a single layer and just let it cook. And let it cook for a few minutes, maybe about 5 minutes, I don't know. I'll just keep a check on it and we'll see how it does. It's my first time doing this in a cast iron skillet, but I think it's gonna be good. I love fried potatoes. Okay, y'all, here is our brisket from last month, and I defrosted it, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm just cutting it into smaller pieces so that if someone wants it on a sandwich, it'll be more like chopped, I guess chopped brisket. So I'm going to just chop all this up now.
Knew from the first time I saw ya, you were not like the others. A cool.
Okay, y'all, and I've got the meat back here in this pan. I'm just gonna heat it up slowly, and I'll have barbecue sauce that you can add to it on the side. So I'm just gonna let that heat slowly. Got the potatoes still going, but I'm gonna let them cook a little longer. I don't know if maybe I should have added some more. I may add, I don't know if I need to add more oil or not. Because they're not quite getting done. We'll see, I'll get them done. Okay, y'all, they're pretty crisp on some, which is okay, I like them that way, but now they're done. I just had to add some more vegetable oil. I turned it up a tad, and then it finished cooking them through. The meat, I got it all warmed up, and I'm gonna set everything up over here.
From the first time I saw ya.
Okay, y'all, this is just how I always do my potatoes. I love to put ketchup on them. I have my meat over here with barbecue sauce.
Sauce and sauce.
Yeah, and then Bryce, he's making his as a sandwich.
Sandwich.
Courtney and Adrian are eating theirs like me.
Makes me a sandwich.
So. Okay, Bubba, how you like it?
Good.
It's good. How about my potatoes? Are they good?
No, I don't know about that. The potatoes.
I cooked them in my cast iron skillet.
Well, that cast iron skillet's good cast iron skillet then.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You didn't have to do too much, did you?
I had to cut them up, and I had to season them, and I had to stir them and watch them, man.
No.
All right, Kiki.
It's good.
How do you like it?
You cold?
Is it good? Do you approve? Good job, Gina. All right, Adrian. How do you like? Oh, you done tore your meat up. Was it good?
Yep.
That's probably because what, your daddy made that meat originally. How do you like my potatoes? Are they good?
Great.
Y'all, I can eat some fried potatoes. I love fried potatoes. When my mama would make them, which she would put onions, chopped up onions in hers. I don't do that, but I put onion powder. Man, she would make it with beans and cornbread, fried potatoes, mackerel cakes, and my daddy would make cabbage. I was never a cabbage fan back then. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Cabbage Patch balls.
Say bye.
Bye.
Oh yeah.